Good evening, beautiful souls. This is Alicia with Appalachia Gypsy Healing Arts, live on Facebook, live on Wednesday, February the 11th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This video will be up and on my Facebook page for a few days as a reel, and then it will also be on my YouTube for you to be able to join there whenever you want to. But today we are going to talk about rising in the light, claiming your power. Good evening to all y'all that are joining now. So tonight we're talking about rising in the light, claiming your power. Tonight we rise together in the light. We remember our power, our protection, and our divine truth. What it means to rise in the light for me, and what I'm hoping to guide you through this evening. Rising in the light is not about your ego. It's about alignment. It's allowing Source Creator to work in you and through you, and allowing your spirit team, your angels, your guides to all work in you and through you. Hello, Miss Debbie. When we stand in the light, we stand in truth, love, and divine order. Light does not fight darkness. It simply shines so brightly that darkness has to dissolve. Hey, Miss Deneen, thank you for joining us. So again, light does not fight darkness. It simply shines so brightly that darkness has to dissolve within it. So a little personal thing of stepping into my power, stepping in encouraging you that you too can step into your power. I think I shared a little bit last week on the live that there is a scripture in the Bible, and I think there's a song that's after it, and it's, "If my God is with me, then who can be against me? Whom shall I fear?" And if God is within you, the breath within your body was given to you by divine Source Creator. We are all part of that energy, and that energy is within us and gives us the breath of life. So if that is within you, then that is where you can stand. And part of the healing ceremony we're going to be doing tonight actually makes the statement, I am protected in the light. I am untouchable in the light. So that means when we are standing within that power that is inside of us, then whom shall we fear? What is going to stop us? And that's the energy that we have to be able to overcome the chaos that is out there. That is what drives peace into us and those around there, is by holding the light, holding the line. What can block our power? What can keep us from fully standing in our light and standing within the source energy that is within us? Things such as fear, doubt, old wounds, programmings, beliefs, the conditioning that we've had put on, kind of instilled into who we are. So other people's energies and opinions, right? That's what programming is. That's what belief is. That's what conditioning is when other people program their beliefs onto us, and we believe that we have to live within those rules, within those regulations, and really it has nothing to do with us and our energy and our power. It has to do with that we are programmed so we can be controlled, basically. So we have to step out of the fear, we have to step out of the doubt, and we have to help heal our old wounds and release programs, beliefs, and conditions so we can become who we are supposed to be in this world. And we do that through healing, through protection, through cleansing. if we do not go through the process of healing while we're on our journey, we will experience spiritual burnout. We will feel too much. We will give in to the fear and the doubt if we are not healing, if we're not turning inward and feeling. Yes, you feel what you feel, but then you release it and you don't allow it to control you. I listened to this documentary. If you have Prime TV, Prime through Amazon, I encourage you to go watch this documentary. It's called Allison, and it's Allison's story of her survival. And I won't give it all away. Y'all need to go watch it. But Allison on Prime, and you might be able to find it elsewhere, but it's on Prime. She went through a very, very traumatic situation, and she said after this, she survived this traumatic situation, she thought about the people that afflicted this trauma on her, and she no longer wanted to give them the power. They were no longer going to control her, even though they were put away, even though they could not harm her. She still felt that as if she was being controlled by them, and she wanted to call that power back to her and no longer allow these people to control her. And that's exactly what healing does. And she actually came up with her own healing modality through this. And that's, I think that's the one thing that I want y'all to understand, that rising in the light means you have to face darkness. Darkness is a part of the world. It's the duality between the light and the darkness. If we do not have dark times, then we do not know what the light is. So when you are going through a trial, when you are going through a hard time, yes, it sucks. Yes, it seems unfair, but don't let it bog you down so hard that you become so hard and so depressed that you can't rise, that you can't find hope, that you can't find joy in life. This is about, yes, feeling the hurt, feeling the shame, feeling whatever it may be, but then releasing it so you're no longer giving it power. When people hurt you, when people let you down, this is finding understanding. This is finding compassion. This is finding forgiveness and eventually love. So nobody has control over you. When we get angry, when we continue to hold on to resentment and shame and guilt, we are giving our power away. We need to call our power back to us. We need to say, no, you no longer have this control over me. And that means, yes, setting healthy boundaries. But that does not mean you become hardened. It means you no longer allow something to affect you. You can look at the situation without hurt. That is what forgiveness is. I know somebody that believes that forgiveness just means we forget and we never look at the situation again. We never talk about the situation again. But that is not forgiveness. Forgiveness means I sit, I find understanding, I find compassion, I find forgiveness, and I eventually get to the point of loving that person in a manner of you have the spark of source within you too, and that's what I love. Okay, so it's a humanity love. It's a unity conscious love that we want to get to. But as we go through the process, and life does get hard, we go through dark times, we go through pain, we go through these things, we end up forgetting that we are sovereign beings of light, that we are here to bring good into the world. We are here to rise above it and say anything that dims my light is not my truth. It is something asking to be healed or released. Again, anything that dims your light is not your truth. It is something asking to be looked at, healed, and released. Okay? So if you remember anything that we talked about tonight, please remember that. Anything that dims my light is not my truth. It is something asking to be looked at, healed, and released. Okay? So how do we claim our power? What are some practices that we can put into place so that we can claim our power back to us? There are spiritual tools that we can use every day to help our body, to help our mind and our soul to heal physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And some of those are daily grounding practices, daily protection practices. And I'm very big on this, and I'm going to give you 2 quick tools for grounding that you can use every day. And when you're feeling out, just everything just seems chaotic, emotional, things just keep happening around you and you're reacting to them, take a few minutes to breathe. Breath work is beautiful. It's a quick way to reset your nervous system so you're not reactive when the little pings start to come in. Man, last week I had something come up and I reacted in a way that I look back on it, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm just, man, I wish I would have taken my own advice in those few little minutes and reacted differently than I did. But I've forgiven myself for that. I have sent forgiveness to the situation. But breath work is amazing, y'all. When we hear harsh words, when we start getting those little pings from words or from people's feelings or emotions, our own emotions, things are heavy, things are chaotic, breath work. Find yourself a quiet place, even if it's the bathroom stall, even if it's a closet, wherever it may be. Find you a quiet place and take 3 deep breaths. That's all it is. There's beautiful breath work out there that counts and does everything. But in the moment, all you have to do is 3 deep breaths in and out. So deep breath in through your nose, filling up your stomach, blow out through your mouth. Do it 2 more times. And that resets your nervous system. It releases things. And you can add to that breath work by using visualization. You guys get the word. I can't say it right now. But visualization. So you're going to imagine as you breathe in beautiful, bright, calming lights going through your body, down through your feet. So each breath in, you're taking light and love in. And when you breathe out, you imagine dark, gray, icky smoke coming out your mouth. You can imagine it coming out your hands or your feet, but that it's exiting as you release out your mouth. So in with good, out, well, I shouldn't say in with good, but in with light and love, out with what needs to be released, which is no longer serving me, okay? So breath work can quickly ground you, and you can use visualization along with that. I'm imagining light coming in, heaviness going out, and you can also use grounding during this. You can imagine roots growing down from your feet and into the ground, grounding you to the earth. If you know your chakras, your root chakra is in your pubic area, and you can imagine a light coming out of that, going down into the earth and tethering you to earth, so that energy is coming back up and grounding you. Take your shoes off and plant your feet on the ground if you can. But these are all grounding practices that we should have in our lives every day. But it's also something we can do quick when our world seems a little chaotic, okay? So daily grounding is something we should put into practice. Protecting our energy is another thing that we need to practice daily. Protecting your energy, There's multiple different ways, but the biggest one that I share a lot, it's easy, it's simple. You just imagine a big globe of light around you, protecting you, the force field of energy protection around you. Okay? So you can put these together, grounding, protection, and connection. That's what it's a prayer that you can do every day. As you get up, you imagine a light beam coming from your head, connecting you to Source, God, Creator. And so you say, I'm connected. You imagine that force field around you. Hi, Miss Christine. Thank you for joining us. So connection with light up to Source, protection, the globe bubble of energy of protection around us. And then I'm grounded. You picture the roots growing from your feet into the ground, okay? So I'm connected, I'm protected, and I'm grounded. That's something you can do so simple in just a few minutes to put yourself in a grounding, protective space. So that's something you can use as spiritual tools every day. Speak your truth with love. This is another spiritual tool that I think is important. You can find a way, maybe not exactly in that moment, to speak your truth with love, but you can find it eventually through mindfulness, breath work, meditation. I'm going to be able to speak my truth in love. I'm not going to come in hard. I'm not going to come in too soft. I'm going to speak my truth through love and respect, because I want to create an energy of love and respect, okay? Because I don't want somebody to speak harshly back to me or to me. I don't want to speak harshly to another person. Even if I feel like I'm needing to set a boundary with them, I can still do that with love, respect, and peace. And so the golden rule, I love the golden rule, right? You treat other people how you want to be treated. Even if that person has injured you or tried to injure you in some way, you can still turn around. You can release the hurt and the pain, and you can speak to them with love. We always want to try to meet energy with a higher frequency. If someone's spreading hate, we don't want to meet it with hate. We want to meet it with love, understanding, and respect. And then that creates that energy. And that's another way we call our power back to us, is by putting that energy out into the world. Okay? The other spiritual tool is setting energetic boundaries. You set boundaries all the time, okay? And you can do that energetically. It's not something you have to do out loud. You can say, energetically, you can say a prayer of, I put a boundary up so this person's energy can no longer harm mine. So you energetically can say that. But you can set up physical boundaries with people, like people who call you and they want to talk to you about a negative situation. They want you to join in on their pity party or something like that. You can say, you know what? I love you, but I don't want to get into that energy right now, okay? It's not going to serve my best and highest good to be able to, or to speak like this. So, or when somebody calls you that normally knows how to get, we all have them in our life, somebody that knows how to push our buttons, somebody that knows how to twist our energy. As soon as they start it, we say, nope, we're not going there. We don't talk about that. I'm not interested in that. If you want to talk about this, yeah, we can definitely do that, but I'm not going to talk about that today. So if that's what you want to talk about, I'm getting off the phone, okay? You set boundaries and you set them with an intention of love. Intention is everything. If your intention is coming from, I want to hurt this person, or I'm not worthy of them to treat me nicely, if that's your intention, then that's the energy you're creating. But if you say, I'm creating an intention of love and respect, then that's what you create, y'all. We create our reality. We create the world around us. Thank you, guys. The other thing is you have to trust your intuition. We all have an intuition within us. We all have a knowing. And that is where the term that doesn't sit with my gut feeling tells me. Your gut, your heart will tell you what is actually going on if you will allow it. And this is why mindfulness is so important, you guys. Taking a moment to breathe, taking a moment to go within, taking a moment to feel the energy of the situation, and it will tell you the truth. There can be discernment in the situation, especially if we are learning to heal our wounds. Then our discernment is not being filtered through those wounds. Does that make sense? So if I have a lot of anger inside my body, then my discernment is going to be filtered through that wound instead of filtered through the light. And so one thing that has helped me a lot on my own healing journey, and I offer it as hope to you, is I have asked to give me a sign of if this is my own intuition, my own discernment, or is this being filtered through something that no longer serves me? And I get an answer. I have a feeling in my body. I get something just happens and I know. And if you guys will trust, just like we talked about last week on live, and again, you guys can go watch that reel here on Facebook or you can find it on YouTube, but trusting your intuition, trusting your spirit team, trusting God, source, creator. It's there, you guys. You just have to take a moment to listen. Another spiritual tool of offering I can give you is choosing light even when it's hard. Choosing respect and love and forgiveness even when it's hard. It's not always easy. It's not always rainbows and butterflies. Sometimes we have to look at the situation and choose the light. Okay? Like I said earlier, we live in a world of duality. Without the dark, we could not see the light. And light does not beat the darkness. No, it dissolves the darkness. If we choose to shine light, love, peace, and respect, the darkness has nowhere to go, so it dissolves. So we have to choose the light even when it's hard. We have to have trust. We have to have hope. And this starts by weaving the theme of I am protected, I am untouchable when I stand in the light. I am protected and I am untouchable when I stand in the light. And this is a daily choice. In the days that you don't feel like you can connect with the light as easily, with the good, if your world is so chaotic that you just can't find it, give yourself grace. Give yourself mercy. Hermit for the day. Don't be around a lot of people. Stay in the bed. Sleep. Eat the comforting food. And then when you're ready, find the way to release the heaviness so you can get back to the light. It's a journey. It's a practice. It's not a one and done. Guys, I've been on my own healing journey for over 13 years. And I still falter sometimes. But I have learned to not let shame and guilt rise up in me. I have learned to move forward and find understanding for myself and the people involved in the situation. Compassion for myself and for the people in the situation. To find forgiveness for myself and for the people in the situation. And I have find love for myself and for the people in the situation. Sometimes it takes a while, but you will get there. There is hope, there is joy, and there is freedom, and there is power when you get to that point. And it's a daily practice, and that is why I'm here yelling at y'all on Facebook. There's freedom and power when we go through the stages of healing and releasing, finding forgiveness, finding love and fight. And it's almost like fighting. It is almost like we're a warrior, but it becomes so easy that eventually the darkness just starts to dissolve, and it's not a fight. It just is. Okay. That's our goal in all of this. So I want you to remember your light is powerful. Your presence matters. Keep rising, keep shining, and keep trusting the truth that is within you. I had a client this past week that we were talking about her journey, my journey, everybody's journey. Your journey and my journey are not going to look the same. I can shine a light for you on a path, and you can shine the light on a path for others. But it's going to look very different. Your path and my path are not the same. But I can tell you, you have a purpose. You have a mighty purpose to be here and to be healing and to be learning and growing. You have something. You chose to be here for a time, for such a time as this, okay? So there's a reason for the darkness, and the reason for the darkness is to shine, to point you towards the light, okay? I have a teacher, and I told this story. Thank you guys. I have this teacher that absolutely loves to hear about your struggles. And it's not that she loves that you're struggling. She just knows that the struggle brings growth. She knows that the struggle is a teacher. So when you're going through a hard time and you start talking about it, she'll actually sit there and she'll be like, really? Tell me about it. And she just sits there and listens to it because she knows that that struggle is shining a light for you. It's giving you purpose. It's trying to teach you something. Struggles are for a reason. They're hard. It's not always, like I said, healing is not always sunshine and rainbows and you don't feel good every day. No, it's pushing up through the mud and the muck. It's rising from the ashes. I tell people every day, I have walked through hell. Sometimes I still walk through hell. I still do. I go through healing phases, and I lock myself in the closet, and I'm going through hell right there. Hell is not a destination. No, it's something we go through that refines us. Thank you, Miss Rachel. But it's hell is something we go through. You can allow it to refine you, or you can allow it to burn you. It is your choice. Refining means you grow. It means you're being shaped and molded into something that's powerful, strong. So every time you start to go through another phase of hell, just remember that. And if you need to, you reach out to me and I will find you some help. I will find you hope in the matter, because there is a refining fire that's happening to push you and to mold you and make you into exactly who you're supposed to be. And you are supposed to be a beautiful light being to lead others. If you're here with me tonight, that's exactly what's happening. Okay? And I encourage you to keep going. And so now we've come to the point in our evening where we are going to go through a healing ceremony. And I just invite you, if you don't feel like actually joining in on the meditation part, you can just sit and listen. You do not have to join in. And I write these as I am feeling at the moment that will be the best for all. It's going to land at their feet, if that makes sense. This is for the unity consciousness. So everything may not be exactly how you believe or exactly how It may not sit exactly, but I ask you to sit back, to relax, and to listen. And just pray to God, Source Creator, to use this to help you in your own journey, okay? So I invite you to sit back in your chair, place your feet firmly on the ground, place your hands in your lap up like this. This is receiving from Source. Okay, do not cross your feet, your ankles, your legs, or your arms. We want to be open, and crossing kind of cuts that connection off, okay? I'm going to create a sacred space for us right now. So I invite you to sit, close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose, filling up your stomach, releasing through your mouth. And again, a deep breath in through your nose, release through your mouth. And again, one more deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, feeling your body relax down into your seat. We enter this sacred space with reverence and humility, with love and light. We call upon Divine Source, Unity Conscious Light, our angels, guides, ancestors of light. Only that which is rooted in love, truth, and divine order may enter here. This space is blessed, protected, and held in the highest light. Deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, relaxing. Place one hand on your heart and one hand on your lower stomach. Feel your body supported in the chair you seat, supported by Mother Earth below you, supported by Divine Source, God Creator that is within you, and supported by your team around you. Feel this steady, strong energy supporting you. With each breath in, you draw in light. With each breath out, you release heaviness, fear, or tension. In this moment, we release anything that no longer serves our highest good. We release fear, doubt, shame, old wounds, and energetic attachments that are not ours. We release anything that dims our light or blocks our power. Take a deep breath in through your nose, and as you exhale, visualize a soft, smoky energy leaving your body through your breath, your hands, and your feet. This heaviness is returning to the earth to be transmuted into light. We call on divine light to cleanse, purify, and renew every layer of our being, body, mind, heart, and spirit. I want you to visualize a bright golden light bubble surrounding you now. See the light above you, around you, below you. It pours down like a gentle waterfall of love. It fills your crown, your mind, your heart, and your entire body. This light restores what was lost, heals what was wounded, and strengthens what is whole. You are safe. You are protected. You are sovereign. I'd like you to take a deep breath in through your nose, releasing through your mouth. And I invite you to repeat after me. I rise in the light. I rise in the light. I am protected. I am protected. I am untouchable in the light. I am untouchable in the light. I am love. I am love. I am hope. I am hope. I am sovereign. I am sovereign. I am aligned with my highest good. I am aligned with my highest good. Take a deep breath in through your nose, releasing through your mouth. We now seal this healing in divine light, in sacred love. No energy that is not aligned with our highest good may enter our fields. You can say, no energy that is not aligned with my highest good may enter my energy field. My light is sovereign. My spirit is free. My power is restored. My light is sovereign. My spirit is free. My power is restored. Please take a deep breath in through your nose, releasing through your mouth. We send gratitude to Divine Source Creator. Thank you. We say thank you to Mother Earth for her safety and protection. We say thank you to our guides, our healing team, our ancestors of light, to our angels and to our guardians. We are grateful. Continue this good work within us. Thank you. So it is, and so shall it be. Thank you, sovereign, beautiful souls, for joining me tonight. Please continue to use this healing ceremony whenever you feel like you need it. Please remember to ground and protect yourself every day. You are worthy of this energy. Thank you guys for joining me this evening, and I will see you next Wednesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I love you all. Thank you.